Good morning, curling fans. Welcome into day number 3, the final day of this Austrian Curling Open. Here celebrating the 70th anniversary of Kitzbühel Curling Club. It has been a fantastic weekend, and we are in store for some more great curling this morning.
Yeah, definitely. And yesterday, what a great party. There was this gala event in a super fancy place. We were treated like queens and kings. We were absolutely amazed by the show they've put on, the speeches, the dinner, the cake. We even had a pair of socks. I'm wearing them right now. Probably very inconvenient to try and get them on stream, pulling my leg up till here. But believe me, it was back-to-back incredible. So congratulations to Curling Club Kitzbühel for pulling off such an amazing event here this weekend. And we can only kind of top that with a pretty solid match. But before we do that, let's hop into the rankings, because credit is where credit is due. Team Flugler, the national women's team of Austria, they are leading the pack here all the way on top of the table, winning all of their matches so far. Pretty amazing. I think they had a good evening yesterday evening when the organization printed out the rankings and put it on each and every table. They had all of the bragging rights there.
Yeah, they had the, got to go to sleep feeling pretty good about themselves last night, and hopefully this morning. One win away from the final, but they've got to face a Südtirol Bruneck team that has been playing fantastic. They surprised Team Genner yesterday with a win. They've shown some pretty strong performances all weekend. They're looking to get to the final as well. But we've got the heavyweight matchup going on our sheet tonight. This morning, tonight.
It's still tonight in Johnson.
We've got Team Verreycken against Team Genner, two of the finalists, or the finalists from last year. Team Verreycken was won last year's title, so Genner is going to be looking for a little bit of revenge. That little slip up yesterday for Genner means that they're going to need to win this and get some help. They're going to need to win big today and then have another team lose big outside of Team Verreycken, so they are looking forward to. They told me last night they're going to be playing very aggressive today, trying to score big ends, try to win every end they possibly can, and so I'm looking forward to that kind of excitement.
Yeah, and we talked to Team Genner. Team Genner is not underestimating Team Verreycken for sure. They promised to bring their A game, their full lineup, A lineup. I saw the boys downstairs. They were the first team in the building this morning. There were two people in the building, Nina and Alois, the organization, and of course the ice crew. And then the first team to hop in was Team Genner, just showing how serious they take this match. And for Team Verreycken, they will have to put up a good fight. Team Verreycken also putting up their base team. Basically, Christoph is sitting on the bench for this one. So the lineup is with Jeroen, Timo, Tuur and Tom. So I expect a lot from this game. And I hope a lot of Belgian fans will be watching. Austrian fans obviously here in the building, but maybe afterwards on the video. Game is started already. So let's hop on to the final thing we have to do here at the booth. Final predictions. Red, that is, let's say, the color of people failing in life, and as, as you can see here on the top side, Jean has struggled a little bit with picking right predictions. Not so much for me. I counterpicked Jean successfully throughout the series of this game. I will leave the honors for Jean to make 3 more mistakes.
Yeah, it's not been my tournament, and I hope I'm not the broadcaster's curse for this. But you know what? I am going to go with Team Genner. I'm going to back the hometown boys. They're going to be playing aggressive. I really like that style, so I want to see a lot of stones. I want to see a lot of aggression and fast play. So I'm going to be picking Team Genner today.
Yeah, well, John, unfortunately, again, I am going to counterpick. I am going with Team Verreycken here this morning. Team Verreycken, they are trying to show the world that they are a League A, Division A team. And what greater opportunity to show that against Team Genner. Team Genner beating Nicolas Edin a week ago, but maybe Timo will beat Genner this weekend. In curling, anything can happen. But I'm going with Team Verreycken and the boys Jeroen, Tom, Tuur, Christoph, and Timo, of course. I think Timo's parents are already watching, so Timo, don't disappoint your parents.
All right, with that, we'll jump out onto the ice. Don't forget to get your votes in. Make your selection over at vote.curdia.tv. The link is in the chat. That way you can show your support publicly. Let's catch up to where they are, what stones they're on. Team Verreycken, Team Genner has the hammer. They are playing the yellow stones.
Timo just threw his stone, and it was his first of 2 stones, so it didn't quite catch the toss. But looking at the scoreboards, Team Genner has the hammer.
Oh. Yep. Yep.
We have the sweet
Clean,
sounds
whoa.
of the skips yelling.
Clean, clean, clean. 9-9.
Go, very nice split house set up there with no guards in play. If you have the hammer, that's what you want to do. Keep the center of the house open.
9-9.
Here we go. Timo with his second stone of the morning, skipping out of the 3rd position.
Curl. Curl.
I'm getting down on it, trying to get this to curl over. Gonna go just wide, missing that open takeout now. This is a big miss there. You've got 2 stones against you in the house already. Genner with the hammer being able to put another one in there, trying to avoid any kind of
Hinten 12, hinten 8.
double or triple setup.
Hinten 8.
So looking to put this one behind the tee line, about level with that yellow stone in the back right corner.
Oh, this is heavy.
They're staying off it. Yep, this one is heavy. Feels like that's gonna go through. Timo gonna put the broom down just to make sure. When you've got this early match, the pebble's not quite fully broken in, so you want to make sure it doesn't catch anything. A little bit of a give back there from Jonas.
Die is goed. Nice gewoon dit.
Probably a bit too far to go across house for a double, but they are going to try to roll this one over into the vicinity of that other yellow so they can maybe set up their own double on the next stone.
Clean, clean. Yep. Yep. Hard, hard, hard.
This one's starting to fall away. Not going to quite get the roll. It's going to get on the nose. But still a good result. That one's going to be difficult. I mean, Genner is going to need to, if they want to get rid of it, they're going to need to hit and roll into the house on that. So they'll want to control the roll on this one to not let it go too far over to the other side of the house.
9,5 leicht nach innen. Ja. Ja. 50.
Matthias with his first stone of the morning. This one comes in nicely, but will roll outside. So another mistake there. Opportunity for Verreycken to clean it out, kind of leave a force for one.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a blank for this first end here.
Blank, yep.
These kind of teams generally would take the blank, especially early in the game.
Yeah, but Genner needs the ends to.
No, that's true.
Not only they need the win, they need the ends. So you might see them go for one.
Yeah, if they want to aim for the final, then taking this end could be important.
Trying to get this one to curl over. It needs to just clip it. There it goes. And red spills out. Oh, oops, I hit the wrong.
Huh?
So now a decision for
Außen.
Ginner.
Na, zur Mitte geht schon.
Looks like they will be drawing for one. If this in any other system, they would be taking the blank here to keep the hammer, but they know they need to play aggressive. They need to win as many ends as possible, so kind of resigned to taking one. Now watch, he's going to just like throw just a heater through the house just to kind of figure out some ice speed. But no, there's the nice controlled draw.
KW is close.
This one settling into the house right there, back of the 4 foot, and that is a score of 1 for Team Ginner.
Yeah, no need to wait for that stone to settle. Was obviously going to stick around in the house. Good start here for Team Verreycken. Making sure there's limited hammer efficiency for Team Ginner. And while this game is on the way, John, I think we will try and keep viewers updated on what's happening over on Sheet E, because that is Team Flugler playing Team Südtirol Bruneck. Be competing for a perfect score and game records, but also competing for a place in the final here.
Linie gut. Bisschen kalt.
Florian starting things off here for Team Ginner.
Sehr gut, Flo.
Looking for a center guard on the center line, and that is perfect.
5.
Timo calling for a shot straight away, coming into the house.
Line ist mooi. Yep, even line. Line is okay, line is okay.
I like the
Whistles
line,
off.
so just maybe for the win. For the wait, not the win.
14,
A
7.
little early for that. Timo trying to help this down just a little bit. Oh, what a great follow-up stone there from Tom. Can't do much better than that. And this is one of the strategies that Matthias told me last night, that they would basically be throwing double center guards and going after that, then following it up from that. Team Verreycken going to try to take advantage of that, put stones behind it. Make Ginner waste some stones, getting rid of their own guards. I want this one high and on the center line. Feels like it might be a little bit wide. Whoa, white.
Ja. Auf die Linie, auf die Linie, auf die Linie.
Trying to get this to that center line, and it just bites it, so.
7.
Good stones there from Florian. His job is done, gets the setup, and now they need to work off of that. Team Verreycken trying to take advantage of it themselves.
Line is mooi. Stuur eerst. Line. Line is goed. Wissel als kan. Wissel en curl. 13-7. Oh, that's okay.
Little bit past, but nicely placed. Not going to be easy to get to.
Button
It
beißen.
does give Genner a chance to
Yeah.
draw in between, so
Yeah, it's a bit on the heavy side, so if Team Ginner is able to draw through the pin, Team Ginner could set themselves up for a steal here in the second end.
Teus Hofer
Linie gut.
coming in with his
Yep.
first stone of this end.
Linie ist gut.
A lot of sweeping there
Linie gut.
as this light.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be
Fest,
a
wie lang?
little bit on the light side.
Weiter noch, weiter an der Gelben vorbei noch vielleicht.
Sweepers doing their best to
Weiter.
get this down, really dragging it.
Oh,
Yep, comes up just a little bit light, not quite to the house.
das.
Sweepers did a
Werbe
pretty
so
good job
gut.
with that, but just not quite enough. Going to make it difficult to get to that, get to the button from that side. For those of you familiar with the Belgian league, this is Tour the Goat
Oh, whistle,
of the
whistle.
Belgian league.
Self-proclaimed goats.
No, it was his friends.
It was his friends,
from
that's true,
Australia.
yeah.
He didn't deny it, but it was his friends.
Land, land, land. Hard.
A little bit
Hard,
tight, will
hard.
that sneak around?
Hard.
Trying to get this, just ticks it.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate last step. Now the draw is closed over on that side, so still some result there, but I'm pretty sure Timo would have liked this getting around all of the guards, settling in the top four there.
11.
Yeah, as you can see, he's calling for a hit and roll to get underneath all those guards, get into a shot position protected. Called out the number 11. That is looking for a 11 seconds from hog to hog.
Yep. Hard.
Oh, this is curling. This
Fast,
is curling.
Jonas.
Not
Fast.
gonna get around. I think it does. Yep, that's
no.
okay. It needs to curl a little bit more to get the roll over.
Yep.
Gets rid of it and
Öffne uns.
not into shot position yet.
Elf.
Here getting to throw his own 11-second takeout. They will want the shooter to roll to the outside. Get rid of that yellow stone, pesky yellow stone. Team Verreycken is still sitting shot with that stone in the back, but at most levels you don't want to protect. You don't want to have to start guarding up a stone behind the team.
Curl.
Needing this one to curl over. Is it a bit wide?
Laat maar.
Oh, this is
Ooh,
wide.
Another flash this morning. That's a. They're gonna have to avoid that if they're gonna want to take. Put
No
pressure
more
on
draw.
Genner.
Oder Kleid in.
It's a unfortunate mistake here. the
Hinten
goat.
4.
So Jonas being asked to kind of tap that yellow forward, get it into shot position. So they're just going to throw a draw right on top of it.
Wie lang? Yep.
Florian jumped on it straight out of Jonas'
Milan.
hand.
Wie lang?
The
Whoa.
line looks okay.
Whoa,
Is that
whoa,
going to get the
cut,
weight?
cut.
Needing it to curl just a little bit more. And that is beautiful stone there from Jonas.
Yeah, this is excellent. And now Team Ginner looking to steal here. Have a nice stone locked.
Ian looking at what they've got
Ja,
here. They
eventueel
can do a
wel.
run.
Hetzelfde geld, pak die hier nog in en doe het dan ook nog.
angle run back. They could
Zo beginnen een beetje sneller.
try to start cleaning things up at front, or is
Hij
it too
gaat
late for
redelijk rechts
that?
gaan, denk ik. Het is pas echt op het einde dat ze beginnen. Ja. 8. Allee, het zal waarschijnlijk 7,5 zijn.
Right, this is
Zo hè.
going to be going for a heavier weight, 7.5 seconds, 7.5 to 8 seconds is what he was asking for. That is on the harder side.
Hard. Yep.
Well, Tom lost. That had so much weight that Tom couldn't catch up with the stone there.
Hij kan niks doen van vegen. Het beste wat je kunt doen is gewoon clean zelfs.
Moved the guard, basically swapped stones in the house there.
Zwaar!
A little bit higher with that yellow, but Genner still sitting in a good position there, going to guard up the middle.
Yeah, Genner really putting some pressure on Team Verreycken here. The aggressive play, as promised, is unfolding here on the Kitzbühel ice.
Wie lang? Ja, Linie! Yep!
I'm going to hold this one as straight as they can, as long as they can.
Drüber und aus.
Want to block off any route to the red stones in the house. Team Verreycken just going to go with a open here, wanting to get rid of the stones in the middle.
Go.
Needing this to curl.
Ja, maar.
It's gone, I guess, or?
No, it's okay. That's going to be fine.
Yeah, Timo called them off, kind of indicating the stone was already not the intended
Wollen wir irgendwann mal ans Warten eigentlich?
play.
Ich darf halt gerne unseren Görm da abdecken. Bei den Luken können wir was. Außen 12 ist close, oder? Echt nicht. Dass Görm schützt.
So they're going to be looking to set up a guard somewhere about there. Oops.
Also die Logos noch beißen.
Maybe, yeah, somewhere over this position here. Try to block off any kind of run back to double those out. The red stone could be pushed forward from Team Verreycken, but not in an angle that would get them to.
Wir wollen von der Linie nach unseren Görm.
It would get them to shots, so Team Genner saying you can have that one. We'll guard over here.
Ja, 1 reicht im Prinzip.
Sweepers hanging off this one. Looks a bit deep. That'll settle in. Will that curl over a little bit too much? Nope, that is very nicely placed right there on the edge of the logo. It does. Timo looking at a few tic-tac-toe kind of shots, but
8.
Not a whole lot of options here for Team Verreycken, except for just smashing things open, basically. This promises to be a heavyweight stone. Let's see if
He asked for 8 seconds, so that definitely is on the speedier side. Big push out from Jeroen.
Oh. Curl.
Leading it to curl.
Curl. Curl. Curl. Curl. Curl. Curl.
Calling for the curl, not quite getting it over there. Gets a bunch of stones to move. Takes out their own red in the house. They still have the one behind the tee line, but it is behind the shot stone, so that is not going to help them very much.
Føles mig for syg for mein Auto. Ja.
Skinner's going to try to block things off. Take away any kind of draw path for Verreycken to score. That red stone there out in front of the house is really kind of annoying for Team Verreycken. It takes away that draw path over there. So Matthias will just put up a guard, block up the left side. This one a little bit on the heavy side. If that freezes on their own, it's going to be behind the tee, behind the pin. And yep, so Team Verreycken will be able to just do that, follow that stone in, perform the same draw, and even be a little bit on the heavier side, just to ensure that it gets there.
A draw against 2, but the gap is open, so Jeroen can make sure he makes this draw. Normally not something Jeroen would stress about.
Line.
In the hands of the sweepers now.
Oh, eigen snelheid. Oh. Wachten, wachten, moet nog curlen.
Needs the curl.
Knife, 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 knife.
Needs the curl. Is not going to get by. Oh no, it's going to catch.
Oh.
Just a bit wide, and that is a steal of 2.
Big result here for Team Genner, and Timo mentioned that the curl is very late, so you really have to wait all the way for the stone to enter the guard zone for that curl to pick up, and he was calling knife, knife, hoping for that little bit of curl to come in, but just stayed straight for so long, clipping the stone. And Team Genner taking a 3-0 lead here in this game. 2 ends. And Team Genner is going to try everything they can to get an option on a final position, or a position in the final.
Florian starting things off here in end number 3. Yeah, that was a huge result for Genner. I think they got away with one there. Team Verreycken will be kicking themselves for that.
Cut.
This one coming up light, getting over the hog. Will they be able to get it all the way over to the center line? Not quite.
Yeah, and this level of curl, they I think they rate a center line or a center guard to be on the center line as a success, but everything that is not touching the center line, they consider that a miss. Because in
Lijn is wat krap. Lijn is heel krap.
Big tournaments, it is important to get it on that center line.
Oké, ga volledig over curlen.
Timo saying the line is krap, which in Dutch means tight, not that it's terrible. But this one is going to over curl and get out to the side, so technically a corner guard, but not really a useful corner guard.
Apparently a bit of an inside release on that. Come around, incoming for Team Genner.
Linie ist gut. Achtung. Matthäus.
Letting this one drift down. They don't want it to get into the house. Want to stop right in front.
Sehr gut. Sit.
Unfortunately, that just
Good.
does bite in the house. So Team Verreycken will be able to take that out if they like.
Backline. Licht inters.
So Timo calling for basically a backline takeout, so not very heavy at all, barely more than a draw. Just want to push this yellow stone out of the way.
Oh. Curl. Curl.
Needing it to curl. This one feels quite wide. If it's a back line, that could end up going through the house. So not getting the curl over. A couple of missed stones there from Tom. Not what they're looking for from their setup.
Yeah.
Genner going to take advantage of this. They've got two center guards. They're going to draw one in behind, and then start playing the protection game.
Yeah. Team Verreycken struggling a bit this morning.
Yeah, Tom will not be happy with that. I'm sure John, their coach,
Linie gut.
who's back in Canada at the moment, will be looking at this video and talking about
Linie ist gut.
in the debrief.
Linie ist gut. Hand.
Really needing to drag this one down. Doesn't
Hand.
have the
Soweit
weight.
es geht. Soweit es geht. Soweit es geht.
Doesn't quite get behind the guards, but does
16.
get into the house. 5 stones have now been played, so Team Verreycken can start cleaning things up. Opting instead to go with the draw behind those guards.
Oh. Line is okay.
Keeping things clean there.
Mach
Wanting to
curl.
get this one down. Needs to curl. Tom going down, trying to get this to curl over.
15-50 is traag.
He was saying it is
Blijven.
light, so they're going to try to drag this as much as they can.
Maar je komt ver nog.
Yeah, pretty good stone to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that was light at all, but yeah, you take some measurements and you have to guess. So
Yeah. I like this one. Nicely buried behind the guards, front of the T line. So good stone here on Team Verreycken.
I'm sure Timo is going to find some fault with it. It's 2 centimeters too deep, or you can see a millimeter poking out the right side.
Yeah, and also if you look at the stone, the handle is not perfectly aligned with the center line there, and that is, from an aesthetical point of view, something I really dislike about this stone, to be honest.
Oh man, could you imagine if those were like real criticisms?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that center guard is on the center line, but the handle's pointing to the side. That's
Whoa. Clean.
gonna have to take a point away and to curl it for that.
Oh. Curl. Whoa. Linie.
Trying
Hand.
to hold this one around that guard. I don't think it's gonna get there. It will tick off of it.
Sorry.
Carries into the house. As soon as that touches the T line, Timo will try to sweep it to get it by. Get it out of the house at the back. Hoping it doesn't Swedish curl. Nope. Sticks around. And just comes to an easy stop. Right, now there's an opening for Team Verreycken to start doing some things. Gonna put a stone in the house way out wide. just to have
That is
another
more.
stone in the house, but that's not something that Team Genner will worry about.
Tom and Jeroen indicating this one is heavy. And by the
Nog
body
kunnen
language,
afremmen.
kind of abandoning this zone already.
13-6.
13.6, that is going to go all the way through. I think Matthias doesn't even really need to give a courtesy sweep on that. That will just go.
11.
Quite a few mistakes this morning from Team Verreycken. Don't expect them to have this many mistakes this early in a match. Or in a match period. And going up against a team like Genner, you just really can't afford to keep making those types of mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with playing against a good team. They are going to punish minor mistakes. We've seen in some matches that teams could make mistakes, but they got away with it. Playing against Genner,
Oh,
you really
clean.
need to
Clean. Yep.
get all revenue you can from
Hard.
each stone.
Fest. Oh.
This one going to get past the guard. It does. Gets a little tick on both of those yellows.
Even whip.
Still with that yellow
Mogen. Ik denk de
high
notie is ook
guard.
niet het einde. Dan laat ik geen dubbel achter. Gewoon met een 10. Ik denk het leukste zou zijn als we de rol naar hier kunnen. Misschien zo komen. Op het moment dat je niet het gevoel hebt dat we ver genoeg rollen, naar de andere kant. Hè.
Not entirely sure. Looking for a hit and roll. Not entirely sure which way they're going to go.
And that's a pretty nice selfie there. Smile for the camera, Christoph.
Christoph, Team Verreykken's newest member, sitting on the bench as the alternate for this match. And is he waving at us, or was he
Yeah,
taking
I
a
think so.
selfie?
Think so. I think maybe his family's watching and they're spotting him down there in the background. So he is probably waving at his family at home, watching the stream. And good morning to the fish family, if I can, if I can state it that way.
And good morning to Magali.
Ah, Magali, the Broomies finally got out of their bed. They have an 11 o'clock match later today against Team Hubi, so they could rest a bit.
Lucky for them.
Eat some breakfast.
Yeah, that's what we forgot to do again today, was eat breakfast.
Yeah.
But we had hot water this morning, so I decided to take a shower instead. Bit of a discussion as to what they're going to be looking for. So I heard 12, so that is 12. So 12-second hog to hog, so kind of a lighter end of the takeout spectrum. Just wanting to curl around the guard and get rid of that red shot stone.
Yep. Hard. Well. Clean.
Well, indicating it is a little bit heavy. Now trying to get this to curl over. That is going to get over nicely. Gets the red, but it's going to jam on the other red in the back. And that other red sits and bites the back of the house. So not quite the result they were looking for. Team Verreycken still sitting shot. Although it is behind the tee line, so Jeroen indicating let's get something here behind the guards. Christoph doing some warm-up exercises, trying to stay warm. It is quite chilly out there, especially when you're sitting on the bench not doing anything.
Yeah, and if you're sweeping, you can wear short sleeves like Tuur and Tom, but sitting
Hardlijn.
is a different story.
This one feels tight.
Blijven
It's going to
gaan.
get around that top guard, but
Allebei,
will it get
allebei,
around the
allebei.
back
Blijven
one?
gaan, blijven gaan. Blijven gaan, blijven gaan, blijven gaan.
It's going to tick off of it, roll out into the open. No, Timo will not be pleased with that result.
Ja, wenn wir da liegen und er schießt drauf, dann kommt er sicher.
Yeah, it was a nice party yesterday evening.
Yeah, Team Flugler with the funny pics. Yeah, they've got the giant video scoreboard in here with everybody. They're posting up all the pictures from Friday and Saturday's for evening events. Friday night had a photo booth with all sorts of funny props. Going to see if they've updated soft peeler so I can get some updates on the scores. So the most important matchup is on sheet E between Austrian team Flugler and the Italian team Südtirol Bruneck. They are tied up at 2 in the halfway through the fourth ends.
Interesting.
Yeah, winner of that match will be in the final.
Achtung!
Team Verreycken wins this match and scores more ends than the Portage Juniors. They will go to the finals. It's going to be a tight one between them. They are both level on points. They both tied each other. They played to a tie yesterday. They have the same number of ends, I believe. I think Team Verreycken has the advantage on stones. So it's going to come down to multiple tiebreakers if both of those teams win to see who gets into the final. Team Genner needing a win, plus a lot of ends, plus I think the Portage Juniors to lose. Trying to find them on the score sheets. Portage Juniors are playing a German team.
Ja, ik weet het.
For Cap, Team Cap. Team Cap is leading 3-2 in the third end there.
10.
And my favorite part about the Portage Juniors is that they are not juniors. They were juniors back in 1990, so their official team name is Portage Juniors 90. So yes, they are all roughly my age or older.
Ja, ik ga u iets minder geven, Jeroen. Yep. Oh. Curl.
Needing this one to curl to get the roll. It's going to take it out, but I think it's going to roll outside. They wanted that to sit in front of their own red. Weight was all right. Still sitting shot, but it is out in the open. So Genner looking at possibly trying to get rid of both of these reds at once. Come down, get this one on this side so it carries over, catches that, and goes like that. Now, I've drawn it up for you, Matthias. Just do it like I drew it. Wiggly lines and all. Final stone from Team Genner for this end. Trying to hold this one, make sure it makes contact. It gets rid of one, not both. The other one sits around in the back, slight little Swedish curl to keep it intact. So
Is the nose, is the nose. 10.
nose hit for 1 for...
Yeah, there is maybe a double for 2 if it's slightly off nose, but I think Timo will be happy with a nose already.
Yeah, I don't think they want to mess around with the risking a miss.
We got confirmation from Nina Hofer. She spotted that Christophe is actually watching the stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Curl! Curl! Curl!
He
Curl!
missed a curl, wanting it to stay on the nose.
All right.
Gets it, and that is 1 for Team Verreycken.
Good result here for Team Genner, playing the 4-1.
Getting the hammer back. Gonna try to score as many as they can here to put pressure on Team Verreycken. Maybe force them to play a little more aggressively than they want. And hopefully steal a couple of ends because of it.
Now, how cold would it be in this arena, do you think, John? Is it Eskimo cold, Arctic cold, or Christophe cold?
I think it's Christophe Gold. Yeah, that is, you know, he needs to get something to cover up his ankles there. Oh,
yeah.
Get a nice little blanket.
Man is mooi.
Starting things off for Team Verreycken here, going for a center line guard. Needs to get down. Sweeper's bringing it. Timo doing a little bit of cleaning before. They want to get this one
17-80.
all the way onto the center line, and there it is. 4 out of 4 for Tom on the curlets. Now you don't see that often at the Scotties or the Briar, where the ultimate's sitting right on the edge of the ice, hanging his feet over the bumpers.
No, that's a pretty unique view here.
Mateo sweeping this as hard as he can, trying to get this behind the curl, behind the guard. Great
That is
stone.
some excellent sweeping there.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this is stopping. It's not gonna get fully covered by the guard, but I clearly underestimated Mateus's power in the arms.
Wel wat ruimte. Lijn is oké. Hulp nodig.
Maroon and Tour trying to drag this down. Timo coming to help out. Calling them off.
Vorige zat hier en in deze is een klein beetje.
Talking about the line there. Weight might have been a little bit on the lighter side from what they wanted. Probably trying to get that one all the way down on top of the yellow. Florian being asked to do the same. Same as his previous stone.
Yeah,
Just run
right.
it back.
Yep, whoa, wie lang? Wie lang? Yep, linie, linie. Yep.
Trying to get this one in behind the yellow, sweeping for line, trying to keep it a little bit wide, just a little bit longer.
Oh,
And
nice.
just sneaks it by right onto the pin. Fantastic sweeping there from Team Genner. Great stone. You couldn't have put
Dit
that
is 6, dit is
walk down there
5.
and placed it any better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I even heard some applause here in the building for that one.
That you did.
I mean, 2 amazing stones for the lead of Team Genner here. Immediately taking a grip in this end.
Lijn is mooi. Ziet hard uit.
Looks a little bit
Lijn is
heavy. Need this
prima.
to
Voor
curl
7.
over.
Curl. Curlers come.
Wanting it to curl, wanting to get in
Come on, Jeroen.
between, and
Tegen.
Tour coming in with his
15-03.
own. Look at that. Incredible, incredible follow-up.
Yeah.
Matthias kind of throwing his hands out to the side. Okay, now what do we do? This is, they thought they had 2 perfect stones, and now they're still sitting shot, but Team Verreycken now has position to be able to hit that one and take away the shot stone.
Da kann er vorne 12 an die springen.
Now they might need to start cleaning things up. Nope, going to throw a guard over the top. Start protecting that shot stone. As much as they need the points, the end is more important.
Yeah.
They are still sitting in shot position, so, and they have the lead.
Yeah, indeed. And with a steal of 2, at this point they don't need perfect hammer efficiency. They can just exchange hammers, put some ones on the board, and try and get the victory sealed here.
Ist die Linie. Wow. Knapp ans Haus ist. Okay. Nicht schlecht.
Not bad, not bad. It does make it difficult to move the shot stone, so Timo's saying, okay, we'll draw in a round, see if we can do something, get something else on top of our red that we can use later.
Lijn is een beetje krap. Wow dan, wow dan, wow dan. Oké, gaat er dan maar achter.
Trying to carve this one over. Yeah, I don't think it's tight, it's wide, and it's a
heavy.
little on the heavy side, so this, Jeroen kind of doing that push, slide, sweep thing. Supposedly helps slow stones down. Not sure if it really does or not, but you see a lot of teams doing it more often, so there must be some kind of merit to it.
Was? Auf da.
Mateo sees something here, trying to send some information down to Matthias.
Linie gut. Wie lang? Stop. Yep. Okay. Well.
One settling in high, but is going to make that draw
Jonas.
even more difficult.
Is toch niet het einde van de wereld, hè?
Now, they do have an option, but that is a pretty long run back. Trying to run this yellow straight back onto that. The risk is you are running one of your opponent's stones into the house. You really don't want that sticking around. I heard 8 seconds from Timo, so they might be trying to clean out these 2 yellow guards there. Having hit on the outside.
Yep.
Called for sweep, called him off, called him
Yep.
back on. Trying to hold this one. Went a little bit outside, and that is perfect. Exactly what they were looking for. Great stone from Timo. Opens things up. Shooter rolls off to the side. Gives them a clearer path at that red. So Matthias saying, we have to take the run back away. Trying to get something right about here. Kind of block this red. Block any kind of run back from the top.
Yep. Van acht. Yep, linie.
Sweeping this one to line, making sure it needs to get around the reds. This one looking pretty good.
Yep, dahinter.
Now trying to finish it. Oh, maybe they got off a little bit early. That is going to slow down and just tap it, but it does take away that line for the reds. Trying to look for my words here this morning.
Eventueel proberen op de middelste. Gewoon de middelste, dat we deze al hebben, dat we eventueel naar hier rollen. Ja, chippen we eerst nog, deze ligt het volledig open. Hè.
They've got several options here, looking at a run back from either one of these two red stones up at the top.
Ja.
Try to catch the side of that yellow into that red.
En een 10 gewoon.
Shooter would go away, this one would go away, and hopefully this would sit somewhere over there.
Hier.
Could be looking at...
Ik denk niet dat dat voor ons zo erg is. Het is 10 en anders als je iets meer wilt bewegen is naar de 9. Ik zou maar een 10 doen.
All right, looks like they're going to try to run back
is
that
wel
center
te veel aan
red.
die kant raken, hè. Lijkt me goed. 10, proberen de rode tegen de gele. En
yep, so
10 seconden.
Red, yellow, and then see what happens here in the middle.
Deze mag gewoon blijven. Geen rol.
They might lose their best red, but they have another red sitting in there that is well covered.
Whoa. Curl.
Needing this one to curl a little bit.
Land!
Oh, wow. Picks out the yellow in the back. I don't think they were expecting that, but that was an amazing result. They get those yellows behind the tee. Now they're sitting with 2 end cover, so Genner being forced to run some back on their own.
Whoa.
Trying to curl this over. It's a little bit on the wide side, but does get things moving, but gets rid of the own yellow.
Yeah.
So disaster has struck. Team Verreycken sitting 3.
Ik zou gewoon zelf in niet planten.
Three of those yellows or reds exposed, but they've got 2 guards in the middle, so they are going. Timo is saying, let's draw in behind, put something in protection.
Deze ook misschien niet erg. Als dit van hun de no-zit is, komen wij er daarna gewoon rond. Eventueel langs hier. Pak dit optie A. Als we doorgaan, kunnen we naar hier komen.
All right, looking for something in the 12 foot, that blue, cover up their shot stone. If it carries a little bit deeper, that they still have something that's protected. So they've got lots of options knowing full well that Genner can't cover all of them.
Tom eerst. Oké, gaan we voor hier. Tom. Cleanen, cleanen. Oh, 9. Cleanen, cleanen, cleanen.
Just going for a clean.
Hard, hard.
Gets it around the guard.
Pezen.
And getting that to stop behind the guards, top of the forefoot. Excellent miss from Jeroen. That's why you hear them talking about plan B. However, it does leave that hit and roll. They can still get under.
Yeah.
Team Genner can still get underneath that and get into the shot position.
I think there was a little bit of panic when I started to curl. Team were maybe fearing it would tap into those guards.
Yeah, so Team Genner are looking to do something like that. Get something on the pin in shot position. When feeling a bit wide, it's going to kind of hit on the outside part of the nose and roll away. Does that go out to, nope, that's second position.
Ja.
It sits in second
Tweede
position.
shot.
They'll want to make sure they get something
Geef een fractie meer ijs op.
in second position, kind of covered. Just inside the 8 foot
Veel
probably
ruimte.
wouldn't be a terrible
Veel
result.
ruimte.
Timo indicating this could
Knife.
be wide.
Knife.
Wanting to try to help this one curl over.
Trek hem maar door tot hier. Trek hem door tot hier. Alle twee.
Wanting to
diep
get
als dat
this
je
one
kunt.
as deep as they
Diep als dat je
can.
kunt. Blijven gaan,
Little
blijven
bit
gaan,
on the
blijven
heavy
gaan, blijven gaan,
side.
blijven gaan, blijven gaan. Nog.
Ooh, not quite deep enough. So
No.
now
This kind of leaves an option here for Genner to get to the pin. They have a little bit of backing. They just need to touch the stone. So making the draw easier, basically.
13.
I'm sure
Weniger.
if Team Verreycken will be happy with this one. You could hear Timo saying, sweep it as deep as you can just to avoid that stone from serving as a backing for the Genner draw.
4-0.
against a team like Genner, that stone being maybe half a meter at most too deep. Not even that, maybe like 30 centimeters too deep.
Makes such a difference. If it would have stopped in top 4 in a second shot position, all of a sudden the draw was locked and Verreycken would have had 2 stones in shot position, but having the stone carrying behind T line makes all of the difference here.
Trying to knife this over. It's going to hit on the outside part of the nose on that one in the back and roll away. So Team Verreycken will steal one.
Yeah, kind of a lucky break here. A mistake from Team Genner. Slightly outside. Team Genner not able to punish Jeroen's mistake, and therefore Verreycken stealing, getting back into this game. And this is promising to be a close and tight game.
All right, you have 5 seconds to get your vote in before I advance the scoreboard to the next end and the vote closes. As soon as Tom gets set up with this next stone, just like that, there it is. And so we advance to the 5th end. The votes have been closed. Hopefully you got your pick in. So a disastrous end for Genner. They needed to win the end. They need as many ends as they can.
Yeah.
They are still leading this
That is
match,
okay.
but while the win is important, so are the ends.
I think at this point, I don't know if they're really thinking of ends that much. I think it's going to be a fight just to be able to win this game.
Yeah, that's true. The win is the most important thing.
Zijn drie is slam prima.
Don't forget, last year they played each other twice on the third day of the tournament. Tied. And then we're able to advance to the final, both teams. And then in final, Team Verreycken winning over Team Genner.
Let me see how it is going over on sheet E. It is Sutro Verreycken leading 4-3 over Flugler in the sixth end. Verreycken looking to continue their strong run, and Flugler also hoping to win to get into the final. They really want to get into a final before their European Championships.
Yeah.
And that's what they were telling me last night at the gala dinner. They feel like this is their best chance.
Iets meer ruimte. Ga nog zeker moeten curlen. Curl.
Plenty of room, needing it to curl. Timo coming out to help that last few inches. I guess that's more than inches, few meters. This will get down into shot, but it won't get behind.
12.
So Florian being tasked with get rid of it, roll out to the edge, wanting the shooter to stay in the house.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep.
This one looking good. Not going to get the roll, but gets past the guard. I think it's a little bit of a roll. Trying to make sure that the stones, that they don't set up a double hit and roll opportunity here for Tur.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl.
Using this one to curl over. Try to get the roll. It's going to be a little bit too much on the nose.
I can't really find a roll there.
That's okay.
You're apologizing for that.
So is okay.
At this level of play, these rolls are super important.
Clean, yep. Yep, whoa. Oh, cut.
Needing just to curl on a little bit of roll of their own. Gets over and joins its partner there in the house. However, yeah, you see Timo indicating hard enough from the side. These will both go out.
Save up.
Going to go away from that, just going to try to draw in behind them, get something on the button. Verreycken doesn't have the hammer. All of that stuff in the middle is very helpful to them. So take advantage of it.
Lijn even. Even lijn. Lijn.
Calling for the line sweep. Needing to make sure this gets around.
Hard.
Will that sneak by?
Yep, yep. Ho, ho.
Oh,
just
curl,
a
curl,
tick.
curl, curl,
Trying to get
curl.
this to Swedish curl deeper. There it goes. Gets a little
Ik
bit
heb hem
of
niet
a curl there to get a little protected, but
yeah, and that small kiss was so unfortunate.
yeah, maybe Tom should have jumped in to help sweep. He did cast for a hard line. Anything extra with the second sweeper could be helpful.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Fast roll. Fast. Oh, clean. Oh.
This one clearly past the guards, going to get the hit and rolls out. Jeroen trying to sweep this out of the house. And it does get out there, so Timo with his own effort now to try to get in behind, buried behind those guards. Feels a bit heavy, definitely heavier than the previous stone.
And stays wide.
And staying wide, yeah. That will go into the back of the house, trying to get it through.
This is definitely wide and heavy, so not the kind of draw Timo was hoping for.
Yellow is shot, and possibly second shot. Hard to say from this angle, but they're not going to worry. Team Jenner are not going to worry about that red in the back of the house just yet. One of the other important matches of this morning, Portage Juniors 90 playing against Team Cap from Fusen. Team Cap leading 5-3 in the sixth end. So that is a result that will be very beneficial to Team Genner. Ooh, catches over, opens things up. Jeroen sweeping this, so now red is lying shot.
Ik zou, als ze nu beginnen take-outs te doen, dan is het... Ik de twee proberen te pakken. Ja! Ze zo komen! Ik denk een fractie minder.
Going for that run back double, possibly here? Question mark? Jeroen's voice echoing the background. That is going to hit and roll over. Provide some cover on their shot stone in the back and actually sits shot on its own. Nicely done from you, Timo.
9,500.
Matthias saying, let's just nose hit it. The nose hit could roll both of them away. Main thing is to get rid of that top red.
Yep!
Straight for onto the sweep.
Whoa! Curl!
Needing this to
Cut!
curl to get onto the nose. Does it enough? Yep, that is perfect. Gets rid of both.
Excellent double takeout here. Strong performance from the Austrian men's
Als we
team.
mee hebben, hebben we hem mee. Gewoon met een 10.
Team Genner looking to maybe score 2 on their hammer. I think Team Verreycken, they probably want to, if the double's possible, that's nice. Nose hit is also pretty fine, having a stone in front of the house to try and come around. But the option A is going for this double, forcing Team Genner to blank.
Yep, yep. Hard! Hard! Hard!
This is going
Geen
to
rol.
catch the yellow, gets it out, but it's going to stay in. Does just stay biting on the side, so that is okay.
Yeah, was more inside than they hoped for. Trying to sweep for line to get it as keep it as straight as possible, but still to overcurl the bit and then roll to the side into a second shot position.
Matthias looking at his options here. What do they want to do? They want to get rid of this red.
Yeah.
Keep the shooter somewhere in the house. Biting the edge of the house would be okay. Keep some separation from the shot stone in the back. There is Alois, the KCC president, along with tournament director Nina Hofer.
Probably filling in soft peeler here, keeping track of the scores.
Yep.
Looking to hold this one straight. It's going to catch the red and take it out, but will it sit down? Nope. Shooter rolls away.
Yeah, too bad the shooter rolled away. That is not what they wanted it. They kind of hoped for 2 stones in the house. Now for Team Verreycken it's a clean takeout and forcing Team Genner to blank or, as we mentioned before, take the point, since this could also be helpful in terms of keeping their options to the final open.
They do need the ends, so I don't think we'll see a blank.
I think they'll just take the point here.
Even when they don't have the hammer, they've been able to put a lot of pressure on Team Verreycken, so.
Oh, yep. Oh.
This one to curl.
Oh.
There it goes, right on the nose. Forcing Genner to hit. They will want this to stick. Although probably it's as much as they need the end, not the end of the world if it rolls away, if they blank here.
Yeah, true.
I think with 30 minutes left on the clock, we're very likely to see an 8th end. Sweeping to hold this one. They want this to stay in the house. It's going to miss over on the nose, but it does stay, so they get their 1.
Good result here. Team Genner still having this 2-point lead. Just exchanging the hammer and exchanging the one-enders here could bring them to a final victory result, Team Genner. So Team Verreycken is a different story. Team Verreycken, they'll have to figure out a battle plan to score some points, maybe steal, and especially making sure they get hammer efficiency.
Yep, they need to minimize their mistakes. start playing the way that they sharpen things up, play the way that we know they can.
Linie kurz. Bisschen kahl. Bisschen kahl. Yep.
Calling for the sweep, nobody
16,
doing anything.
Sehr gut, Flo.
Another great stone from Florian and start the end.
Yeah, 6 sheeters here, full packed tournament, 24 teams from 8 different nations. I think this is a success tournament here for the anniversary event of Curling Club Kitzbühel.
Yes, I think so.
And that is an understatement even. They had to put 8 teams on a waiting list. If you are a team out there
Oh, veel ruimte.
considering to participate next year,
Moet curlen,
don't
moet
wait too long.
curlen. Moet echt heel veel curlen nog. 1560.
Wanting this one to curl, weight's okay, just needs to be buried. Doesn't quite get behind the guard.
Oder nach vorne. Hans. Linie gut, bisschen weit. Linie ist gut.
Wanting a
Linie ist
high
gut.
center guard for this, so make sure it gets over the center, the hog line. One looking nice, gonna come over.
Perfekt.
Perfect. That is definitely a 4 in curlet.
Absolutely.
Zeven. 6-7.
So Tom wanting to get another one into the house. Behind those center guards.
Lijn is krap. Lijn is krap.
Oof.
Very tight.
Lijn is krap.
Your rune indicating it's heavy.
Yeah, but Timo panicking about the line here.
Oh.
Well, they want to make sure they don't move either of those yellows off the center line.
Ah. 13-9.
Yeah.
This is definitely heavy.
Yep.
Not the best stone here, Tom.
Nope, nope. Quite a significant difference on the speed from the first to the second, and you really needed to throw almost a hair heavier than the first, but got a little bit too fast.
This was pushed outside a bit from Matthews. Let's see where this stone will settle, but definitely on the wide side.
Sweeper staying off of it. So
14,5.
probably even a little bit heavy too. Matthias will sweep that as deep as he can. They don't want anything sitting around the tee line for Team Verreycken to use.
Yeah, and another attempt here to come around. Now Tuur can show the boys how it's done. Tuur can show Magali how it's done. Pretty sure the Broomies are watching this game.
Lijn is mooi. Tom eerst.
They'd better be.
Even lijn. Lijn is
This
goed.
one is good on the line.
Wissel. Oh,
Gonna
curl,
want this to
curl.
curl.
Blijf heel recht. 15-8. Curl. Mag 7 zijn, is niet het einde van de wereld. Als het 7 is. Blijven gaan, blijven gaan, blijven gaan, blijven
Wanting
gaan.
this one
Blijven
to
gaan.
curl, getting some very late
Oké.
drift. Stays above the tee line in shot position. It's
Geen
reachable
mis op
though.
u.
Yeah, still
So-
half exposed.
Yeah, possible
Nine
double
and a
there
half.
as well.
Achterhalb is goed, ja.
Going for this double.
For 8 seconds nice and straight and fast.
Yep. Yep. Fast roll.
This is tight.
Fast.
Oh, and gets their own out of the back there. Red shooter stays. The red stays in.
Yeah.
So not a good result for them.
Komt hem hier.
Mateus,
Ook
or
goed, hè?
Machi as he is also known, not pleased with himself there.
Sweepers were trying to hold the line there, and it was close.
Yeah, didn't miss by much, but
No.
at this level, these teams, a millimeter is as good as a mile. So
Yeah, it just changes the way the rest of the end is going to be played.
Wel wat ruimte. Ga veel moeten curlen. Kunnen we erachter? Erachter? Lijn. Nee, curl zelfs. Curl. Curl voor erachter.
a little bit on the heavier side, so they're going to try to sweep it so it can at least get behind that red.
Blijven gaan, blijven gaan. 15-3. Goed
Good
gewisseld.
sweep there from the boys.
Lijn.
Yeah.
Having a look at the as it stands rankings, Team Kapp from Füssen would be the finalist along with Südtirol Bruneck if things stay as they are.
Ooh, interesting.
They're tied with Genner on ends, but they have 8 more stones thanks to their 16-2 first round match. So, yeah, Genner definitely needs to start picking up these ends.
Ja, linie. Hard. Hard. Fest, weiter, weiter.
Does that get around? It does. Tips off the red, so that's going to sit exposed. I believe that is still sitting shot, though, but out in the open. Verreykken's going to get rid of that immediately.
The Broomies just entered the building, rooting for Team Verreycken, obviously. Magali from the left, Caro in the middle, and Vanina on the right.
They were the ladies were telling me about Vanina's curling bag, and you saw that next to her mid-sized suitcase, whereas I think I use a backpack that's like half that size.
Yeah, they're playing later this morning at 11 o'clock, facing Team Hubi, experienced team from Curling Club Kitzbühel. I hope they brought their sunglasses, because Team Hubi, they're playing in extremely bright orange jerseys.
Yep, hard, 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 hard. Alles. Hard.
Trying to make sure this one gets around that second guard.
Go,
it
go,
does.
go.
Now trying to curl it over and roll underneath a little bit. Don, former or retired member of Team Verreycken. Good morning. Welcome to the broadcast.
Good morning, Don. Glad to have you with us this morning. The ice-cold man from Zemst. The little general.
Still the coolest name in curling.
Definitely.
Whoa.
Needing this to curl just a smidge.
Hard curl.
Trying to hard curl it over. That's going to get over onto the nose and stays exposed.
Ik denk zelfs dat.
Oh, that's true. Retired from Team Belgium, still playing for Team Verreycken in the BCL.
Yep.
That's, yes.
Je ziet het
My
niet verdedigen.
apologies. Details matter.
Net niet volledig. Een 11. Is ook niet het einde, hè. Je moet gewoon zien dat je dat niet doet.
Yeah, they do
En ik
not
denk
want
als
to
je met
hit
een
this
10
at
of
an
een hek.
angle. They don't want it to jam
Ja,
on that
ça
red
va.
there.
Ik zou proberen met een 11. Een 11.
But they also don't mind if it rolls to the
Ça va.
outside a little bit.
Ja.
Oh, Jonas finishing his breakfast.
Ja, Jeroen. Dat is hetzelfde als daar straks. Die vorige heb ik naar binnen gezet, hè. Wat is plan A? Misschien iets minder ijs dan?
Wanting to get this one away
Yep. Oh.
and
Lena.
possibly roll
Yep.
under the
Oh.
under guard.
Girl.
Getting in a very
Curl.
strong position right
Curl.
now. Needing this to curl a little bit more so it gets over. Still sits above. Sits out in the open above the tee line. Leaves a double possibility there for
Hinten 8, ja.
Team Genner.
Gib mal außen 4 Eis oder so. Oder Backline vielleicht sogar.
They'll want to come in,
Yeah.
catch this one on the side, have it clip here, go down, and have this one squirt out. Shooter would probably end up somewhere over in that area, leaving this one,
In die Loop.
this red one here exposed.
20.
Trying to knife this one over. Might be on the right angle. No, maybe overswept the curl for the curl. Gets rid of the one red, but
Met de rol. Oh, waarschijnlijk hierop
yellow
zitten.
sitting exposed. So
Ik denk dat dit niet erg is. En ik denk zelfs dit is ook niet het einde van de wereld. Ik ga hem dan doen. Blokkeert een beetje zijn trouwpad. Hij heeft misschien een dubbele. Dat is een dunnere dubbele. Ik denk nou eens. Dan moet je echt al tot hier gaan rollen. Ja. Ça va.
lots of options on this one.
10 of eerder 11.
Can go
10, ça va.
get rid of the yellow. They can roll to the left, to the right, stick it on the center, or stay on the nose. Not too many terrible of results from this one.
Wil jij graag iets minder? Oh, Lena. Oh, yep. Oh. Yep.
Let this one curl over, make sure it's straight.
Hard.
Get a little bit of a roll towards the middle. Ooh,
Sorry.
unfortunately, it takes out the red in the back, but I think that's still all right.
Yeah, they still look at scoring a couple of points here. And if you're Team Genner, how do you avoid Team Verreycken from taking the lead in this game? There is not really a clear path to the pin, not really a great way to draw something. So they have one more stone to do some damage control here. Could look at double takeouts as a damage control option, but that would still give Team Verreycken an opportunity to score 2 here.
Now, if they were to catch this one thin enough, they could possibly double it out, and then the shooter would stay somewhere there. But that
Yeah,
is
the guards are
tough. Yeah,
in the way, to be honest.
yeah.
Think
A little bit on the outside part of the nose, they could still possibly double 2 of the reds out. Shooter would roll to the side, but
Whoa!
this one catching the outside, but
Ouch.
it jams on the shot.
oof, that was not what they were hoping for, and now a draw for 3 for Team Verreycken. Can they take the lead back in the game? 2 points are already there, and it's just a matter of drawing anywhere in the 8 foot. There's even a bit of blue there. That is good enough. Should not be a problem for Jeroen.
Nope. Stone fully in the
Ik geef
house.
voldoende aas, Jeroen.
That is it. That's all they need. They've got backing, so just need to make sure it gets there.
Virtually tied, and Jeroen adding an extra stone to take the lead in this game. Probably a game that might end up with just 7 ends. I don't know how we're doing with the clock. Just 12 minutes.
12 minutes left, yeah.
So no 8-ender here. Looking at a 7-ender, which means it's going to be an important 7th end. Team Genner will need to score 2 on their hammer.
Enkelsnelheid. Gewoon laten doen. Wat muizenstrontjes ervoor. Ik denk dat er wel nog blijft liggen.
It's a bit on the heavy side. Ooh, and ouch.
It does not happen very often.
The hardest shot in the history of curling, making an open draw, and Jeroen will definitely not be happy missing a draw like that. Was even a little bit of backing, a couple of redstones to tap. And that kind of changes stuff, because instead of having to score 2, Genner just needs to win their hammer end to seal the victory instead of trying to find a strategy to score 2. So let's say a big miss here from Jeroen. An open draw like that. But he can still smile, so no worries whatsoever. Team spirit is up. I mean, it's still the start of the season. This is not the tournament where they need to peak. This is a friendly bonspiel and basically a celebration of Curling Club Kitzbühel celebrating their 70th anniversary.
70th.
70th.
10 minutes left on the clock. This will be the last end.
Lijn is mooi.
Team's taking a lot more time thinking about strategies.
Yeah, and this is going to be an important end. We always like it to have games be extremely close and tense up until the final end, final stone. This is not going to be any difference.
Nope.
Ik probeer gewoon aan te geven dat je niet nog dieper moet krijgen.
Down, unfortunately drifts off the center line.
Ja. Ik weet het. Dan moeten we er nog eens over babbelen.
Calling for a takeout? Or maybe just a hit through a tick?
Yeah, maybe like separating the stones. It's not on the center line, so the no-tick rule is not in effect. And for Team Genner, this is maybe a reason to try and do a soft split.
Whoa, yep. Hard. Hard. Fast, Jonas. Hard.
Cannot be a takeout, so Timo will try and sweep it out, so the stones will have to be reset slightly on the heavy side. And then looking for a mark in the ice to see where the stone was placed. That is no referees here in curling, so basically the skips will agree where the stone was. And not the worst for Team Genner anyway. Tom's final stone in this game.
Lijn is krap, lijn is krap. Even vasthouden.
If Team
Even
Verreycken
vasthouden van lijn.
could make it into the finals
Erover en
here.
eraf. Erover en eraf.
Taking a peek at the scoreboard from the
Wow,
Flugler-Bruneck
dat is
match,
compleet
they are
andere
tied at
verlies dan de
5
andere.
going into the starting the 8th end.
Ja, dan moet ik dat op voorhand wel weten, want dan moet ik hem meer reis geven. Oké.
This one curling a little bit too much, needs to give a little bit more ice, Timo said.
Yeah, apparently there was something different with Tom's release compared to the others, so therefore he needed to do some ice adjustments.
You stop spying on the fans in the stands.
I want to show to the world that curling has fans, even though there are just 3 of them in the stands that could host about 1,000 or a bit less maybe.
Startplatz. Sehr weit.
Quite wide, wanting to try to get this to curl.
Fest, Jonas.
Yeah, stays wide. And they
get it buried. They got it fairly deep, but yeah, just not quite enough to get behind those guards. So wanting a little bit of a rollover to get underneath the those 2 guards. Not going to put a lot of weight on this. So the 8 and 9 in this one, it refers to the position of the stone in the house. 8 being the back of the 4 foot, 9 being the back of the 8 foot.
Lijn is wat krap. Hard lijn.
This tight, sweeping it hard for the line.
Waar is hem? Ho! Ho! Curl!
This one's along the light side, so they're going to try to curl this in behind the guard. Not really going to have enough to chip that red or yellow out of the house.
Nee, dat is ideaal.
Timo very happy with the stone, and I understand why. I mean, they have a double guard setup. The stone top 4, biting at top 4.
Yep, the yellow is shot, but is behind the T line, so
now we have the middle section of this strategy, basically clearing the guards here.
Oh, clears open, things open, takes away the yellow at the back of the house, leaves the red a shot, but
yeah, it doesn't matter that the yellow is gone. I mean, they want the house as open as possible. I mean, their dream scenario is just doing this open draw, the easiest shot in the history of curling, and finishing off the game like that. So don't think they mind getting rid of some stones, and both guards are gone. So excellent takeout from Matthäus.
Lijn is mooi. Jeroen eerst. Tweeslijn, heel mooi. Maar misschien nog een fractie curlen. Oké, mooi.
it's nicely placed on the center line. Verreycken needing to, as much as they're going to hate it, they're going to have to try to guard up that stone behind the T line.
Yeah, and just having a guard, having something where they could maybe draw something behind later in the game. But obviously, Genner is not going to allow guards. Even trying for double takeouts.
Sure, that shooter rolls away. They do not want something in the way.
how is team Flugler doing against Südtirol Bruneck? Can we have a little hint of which team is probably going to play the final at 2 o'clock?
They are tied at 5 in the 8th.
onmaakt.
I'm not sure. Bruneck has the hammer, so trying to see if I can see the house. And Bruneck is also sitting with 2 shots in the house above the tee line, so putting some pressure on the Austrian ladies.
Gewoon laten stilvallen.
And this one to settle down, it's creeping into the house.
Bit heavy. Heavier than Timo liked, to be honest.
Achterhand.
Double opportunity here for Jonas.
Ja! Fast flow! Fast flow! Hard!
That's one. Ooh, just slides over and disastrous leave with that.
Yeah, and stone not rolling away, so opportunities here for Team Verreycken to try and make a steal here.
Yep, they are going to put up another center guard.
Team Verreycken can still win this game. There is a window of opportunity here.
Will they take it?
Come on, jongens. Come on, jongens.
Oh, sweepers immediately on the broom. Maybe this is an overcompensation for being slightly heavy on the previous one. You can see Tuur and Tom giving everything they've got to get it as deep as possible. Needs to curl, needs to find a way in front of the yellow one.
They sweep it too much. Will that over curl?
Dat is wel een beetje paniek, hè?
Yeah.
Wow.
Timo saying this was some panic sweeping. Sweepers overswept this one, over curled, went too deep. A bit of a communication error there on Verreykken's side. And the window of opportunity is a little bit close.
It's a little bit smaller now.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate because I think it was well executed and it was just a matter of estimating the weight and the amount of curl on that stone. So there was more into that stone than eventually was achieved.
Looking at here.
There's a bell.
The top of Matthias's head. So there is, he's looking at if they could catch this red one just right, it will go away. The yellow will promote onto the red in the back, get that red out of the way. Shooter will roll off to the side. Not an easy shot to take.
Even if it makes things open in the front of the house, having the hammer, good work. Going to see Team Genner trying to take back the initiative here. They want to avoid a scenario where Jeroen gonna come around and draw behind a guard or a stone in front of the house.
Oh! Oh!
Keeping the sweepers off it. Does that get enough?
This is they won it. Yeah, a red one is gone, but still some stones in front of the house.
Nee, ça va. Gewoon, eentje op de top leggen.
Puts pressure on Genner. They need to get this one though in the right spot.
Wat ik schrik voor heb is dat ze die 6 langs de kant pakken, dat alles weg is. Dat wil ik voorkomen. Dan is het misschien zelfs nog interessanter om te zeggen, we leggen nog één guard, dan pas komen we erachter.
Verreycken is lying shot, but it's not the
the
safest position.
discussion they're having is, do we want to come around right now,
Ja,
or
gaat er altijd wel aankomen.
do we want to add one more guard?
Ah wel, dat wil ik voorkomen. Dus ik zou gewoon de guard leggen, desnoods hier.
Opting for a guard. I think Timo wants to avoid Genner just smashing something in there, opening everything, and Verreycken not having options for their last stone. So they are opting to put one more guard to have a setup for Jeroen to come around with the last stone here.
Lijn is mooi.
It's in the hands
Stuur
of the
eerst, lijn is
sweepers
wat
now.
krap. Scheffe kunt uur.
Sweeping for line.
Enkeltuur. Yep, tuur. Oh. Oh,
We'll keep drifting.
niet meer, niet meer als
Gotta
dat, niet
get
meer als
off.
dat.
There that goes.
1780.
Exactly what they wanted. Now what is Genner going to do?
Wat denkbaar. Voilà.
Looking at cleaning up the guards, peeling it off, potentially doubling out both reds.
Yeah, red is sitting shot. That was a very convincing shot stone, but they are shots, so I think they are just opting to smash stuff open, and they don't want to leave anything behind where Jeroen could come around and draw behind some protection here.
Hard.
Whipping hard for the line, wanting to make sure this gets over.
Yep.
Gets rid of the guard.
Yeah, that was the most important thing, getting rid of that guard, and not an easy draw. There is not that much space to really bury it fully behind those two stones, biting the 8 foot.
Ik denk dat hem beter zelfs hier ligt. Dan maar
You can also
juist
promote
hier,
the red one.
There is an option coming around this side,
7
but
en
they
dan de
have
zaak.
not played any stones over there.
Yeah, but that's not something they're looking at. They're really opting at making that draw. Have drawn a couple of stones over on that side, so they know the weight and the amount of curl.
He's saying it's interesting how there are no boards between the sheets, guessing to make the resurfacing of the ice easier. Yes, that.
Lijn is mooi.
And because for this tournament this year, they're playing with 6 sheets instead of like the 4 or 5 they traditionally do. There's less space for separators.
And this is heavy. Dom and Tuur indicating this is heavy. Keeping of the stone is also wide, so this is never finding the protection. It is just going to slide through the house. A bit of a deja vu here from end number 6, and a, yeah, let's call it a mistake, because it is a mistake, and they are sitting shot, but it's just yeah, and take out for 2 here. Nose hitting or getting rid of a redstone, and Verreycken can see the loss and the steal slipping out of their hands. Only a big miss from Matthias Genner could give them a result, but I don't really expect Matthias missing an open takeout like this.
Yep. Hard.
Trying to hold the line, they got to make sure.
This is good.
Yep, and that is 2 for Team Genner and the victory.
Yeah, GG. Very good game from Genner, and unfortunately Jeroen missing on his last stone in the last 2 wins. But it was going to be a tough game. 2 the strongest opponents if not the two strongest opponents in this tournament. But Team Verreycken will have to look whether they have to play the final round or not. It will depend on the results of other matches. But yeah, well-deserved victory, I think, for Team Genner in the end, pulling out the victory, having the score lead. Verreycken was able to come back, but Genner won here on their home ground. That was a bit of a revenge game maybe from last year, but I think these teams will meet each other again in the future, in the near future. I think
absolutely. And Genner now having to wait to see the results of the other matches to see if they're going to make it into the final. All I know is that I get to put a number on the board and the streak is over.
The curse is lifted. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, 2 more games, John. I think your ambition should be perfect streak for today, having a perfect Sunday.
Let's hope. Yep, we're going to finish things off here. Get ready for our next match. Try to warm up, get a little bit of breakfast. We've got, we enjoyed having you all here. Very tight match, very, uncharacteristic mistakes from Team Verreycken today, I would say. I think that was not their best match. They're going to go back and debrief on that.
Yeah, but, being heavy on 2 draws like that all the way in the end of the game, that was not the Jeroen Spruit we know from previous games. But then again, this is still a learning opportunity. They're early in the season, practicing. They are ramping up to perform in the European B division in November.
Yep. So with that, we've got about an hour turnaround before our next match. So we're going to get some coffee and breakfast and settle the voices. I'm a little bit raspy right now. Maybe I'll wake up a little bit more. Thank you all for joining us. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the video. Follow us on our social media, and we will see you in about an hour.
Bye-bye.